Welcome to the Advancing Entrepreneur. This show is all about surrounding yourself for success. Hear stories of building traction, gaining acceleration, and creating results from successful entrepreneurs who have surrounded themselves with other successful entrepreneurs. And now, here's your host, Annette Nightingale-James.
Hello, Advancing Entrepreneurs. Annette Nightingale-James back with you for another episode of the Advancing Entrepreneur Show, where we help you get traction, acceleration, and results in your business. Today, we are working on our 4-part implementation series about advancing your expertise so that people will recognize that you are an expertise in your given field and pay you accordingly. So today, we are on part 4, and this all started back with our conversation with Barb Sumler on Monday when we were talking about how she was advancing in her business, and a comment she made was, everyone is an expert in something. So we are taking the rest of the week, this is Friday, happy Friday everybody, to let you know how to implement this into your business, how to uncover your expertise and become an expert in your given field. So on Tuesday, we talked about how to uncover your expertise. What do you have a natural affinity with? On Wednesday, we went over how to become an expert, how to really cultivate that expertise and work it into your business. Just yesterday on Thursday, we talked about how you can showcase that expertise. Once you start to know more about the given area that you are going to be an expert in, how do you let the public know? And that's what we covered yesterday. Make sure you check out that show if you haven't already. And today we are going to be talking about all the good stuff, how to monetize your expertise, how to get paid for being an expert in your field. So today we're going to cover 4 ways for you to monetize your expertise. We have a 4 theme going on this week, if you haven't noticed already. 4 steps to this, 4 steps to that. Well, today we're going to talk about 4 ways for you to monetize that expertise that you have been working on. So step 1 is for you to have a signature talk. Have a great talk that showcases that you know what you're talking about in a given subject matter and have a really great title to go along with that. Now, if you remember yesterday, we were talking about some public speaking and what it can mean for you and your perceived expertise on the subject. So if you are good at speaking on your given subject of expertise, if you can deliver a really great public speech, then the human brain automatically makes some assumptions that you know what you're talking about on that given subject matter. So being really good at giving the speech is just as important as having a good signature talk to offer to different groups and associations that have your ideal client located within them. So once the people have been able to see that you're good about talking on the subject matter, then people will begin to make that assumption that you are the person that they want to talk to and the person that they want to work with. This means that you are more likely to get hired if you're able to give a really great talk on your subject matter. So make sure you have a signature speech ready to go, because you could even be hired to speak by some trade associations, networking groups, and different things. Sometimes will pay a public speaker to come and give a talk on any given subject matter. So make sure that you have that signature talk down pat. The second way that you can monetize your expertise is to create a proprietary system around that subject matter. A system is going to help you set you apart from the crowd. So for example, yesterday we were talking about how if you gave a talk on why pennies before 1920 are better than pennies after 1920 to people who are penny collectors, can you imagine if you had a proprietary system, the 3 steps to uncover the best pre-1920 pennies and the 7 mistakes to avoid along the way? If you were the expert in the field that had the system, the step-by-step, this is how it's done system on that subject matter, that would be something that you could package and monetize and sell, and you would be the expert that they would seek out because you had a system, you had the blueprint and the way to get it done. Another way for you to monetize your expertise is to start a membership program. Deliver all the new and relevant content and information and breaking news about those pre-1920s pennies that's coming out if they will just pay you a nice monthly fee. You can promise to keep them all up to date on all the bright, shiny new information on your topic, on your given area of expertise, and sell it in monthly, annual, quarterly memberships, whatever makes sense for you and your business. The fourth way for you to monetize your expertise is to host live events. So we're talking about conferences, mastermind groups, whatever makes sense. You know as well as I do, I'm sure you have, people pay money to come to trade organizations. They pay to come to one-off events. So you can actually host your own event and tell people that you will give them all the steps that they need to collect those pre-1920s pennies in your half day, full day, 2-day seminar, and here is the entry fee. So that is fourth way that you can monetize your given expertise. Now, events don't have to be in a conference room in a hotel somewhere across the country. You could also do virtual events such as virtual summits and webinars, things like that. So your events could be in person or virtual, or they could be a combination of both. An additional resource I wanted to share with you for how to monetize your expertise can be found at drjanger.com, 25 ways to monetize your expertise. If you'll go to IamAdvancing.com, I have a much easier, simpler URL for you. Go to IamAdvancing.com, type in expertise in the search bar, and the show notes page for all 4 days of this implementation series are going to pop up. I'm going to go ahead and post the link to this because this guy had some really interesting, down-to-earth, easy, and more complicated ways that you can monetize your expertise. So I wanted to give this to you as an additional resource. So head on over to IamAdvancing.com, type expertise into the search bar, and grab the link to this guy who shows you 25 ways to monetize your expertise. Well, that is it for our implementation series on how to become an expert, advancing your expertise. We're so happy that you joined us. I want you to head on over now to IamAdvancing.com, where you can hit the join the community button and be joined into our ever-growing community of advancing entrepreneurs, where you can get ideas, feedback, resources, and support that you need to move your business forward. And I cannot wait to see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Advancing Entrepreneur. If you enjoyed it, leave us a rating and review. Not only will it make our day, you'll also be helping others find this show and advance their own careers. Once you're done, be sure to head on over to IamAdvancing.com and join our community to learn what it takes to be an advancing entrepreneur and surround yourself for success. Thanks again, and get ready to advance.